Hey guys, and welcome back to HTKTT hashtag Kitchen Table Talk. I am Lord Thompson.
Emma.
Slair.
Joyce.
Raji.
We brought her back. We thought you liked her. If you don't, let us know. She won't be back. Okay, now I want to start with this. I have a friend who says, I'm going to start dating again. What's your advice? And I've had this conversation with a few people, and lots of people call me crazy, but it is what it is. I don't know. It's weird. So I have certain rules about dating that I always follow, and I've not felt the need to change them because it works for me. So I'm just gonna rattle through them. People have very distinct views on them, but we'll find out. First of all, I never call it a date.
Oh, what do you call it?
I just say we're meeting up, we're having drinks, or I'll say the event that we're doing.
What's your reasoning for not calling it a date?
Because calling it a date, I feel, gives it a certain amount of pressure.
Undue pressure.
That's
100%
not
agree.
necessary.
Yeah.
I don't dress up on a first date. Because...
I don't need to.
He's fabulous, isn't he?
It's true.
I never say that.
If he had hair, he would flip that right
No, it's because I kind of feel like you're going to be dating me, and I'm going to be dating you. I don't need you to spend 7 hours, not that anyone spends 7 hours, dressing up and putting on a show, because that's not who I'm going to be dating. I'm just going to come as me. I want you to come as you.
But do you want them to put their foot next time?
I've not finished my rules.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No.
Wait for it, Joyce, wait for it.
The third date, I will step it up.
He's going to need Jesus.
Because if they already liked me just as me, then I can go and step up and they're like, oh damn, he gets better. I'm like, yes, he does. The first date,
Struggling.
I will never go for food straight away. I will either meet for a coffee or meet for a drink.
It's 50 exit.
Exactly. Because if you go for food and then you don't like them, you're stuck for a whole meal with that person. And that's happened.
You think that, but I'd just leave.
I left.
Not that I
in the middle of a
don't,
date.
you know.
Sorry?
I've left in the middle of a date.
Oh.
How did you do that?
I'm going to toilet, I'll be back in a minute.
See, I don't like that.
I wouldn't do that.
I don't like
amazing.
that.
I wouldn't do that.
I would never do that to someone.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm leaving. Fine.
I did feel bad for him though, because an hour later he said, are you coming back?
Wow, bless
An
you.
hour?
Someone's
Did you
being that
take
stupid.
an hour?
Actually messaged
And you did.
I didn't feel sorry because I left him. I felt sorry because you're stupid. Yeah, it's like an
He's
hour
less
later.
than smart.
less than smart. That's what we're going to
I couldn't
do.
take it. I couldn't
What
take
was
his
so bad?
arrogance.
What did he do?
I was gonna say,
What was
yeah,
so
you know,
bad?
With me, I like a guy who's a bit rough around the edges, but also has that level of intellect that you can have a conversation with. And he was just all me, and I'm thinking, hello, do you not see me saying it? But
Okay, can I just
it
be
was
devil's
money.
advocate and say by him being all me, and you wanted him to talk about you?
No, I didn't want him to talk about me. Let me change that up a bit. Yeah, talk about me, but I can do that myself. It was very much, oh, I drive this and I earn this much money, and oh, I can't sit with people that earn less than £25,000 a year, and
He was a bit of a douche.
yeah.
Right, let's go back to
Okay.
these rules, because they're very interesting.
Okay, so I've never walked out in the middle of a day. That's why I have my one drink, and after that drink, oh my god, I'm so tired, or I've got something to do tomorrow. Like the usual issues and things that
Isn't
people
that the
use.
same as...
No, I didn't get upstairs, go to the toilet and leave.
that is the honest
No
truth.
judgment. Why not? I've never ever and will never ever sleep with anyone on the first date. Now this is where people come for me. If I'm dating someone, I'm not sleeping with that person. But you should feel free to sleep with who you want to, and I should feel free to sleep with who I want to. Because until we've had the conversation that we are just seeing each other, I will sleep with you then, once we know we're just sleeping with each other, and then you should be sleeping with anyone else. Up until then, you have free reign to do whatever you want, ain't my business, because ain't nobody locks down in anything. I do that because I get very attached, and if I'm dating someone and then I like them and then I've slept with them and then we break up, I'm like, it just feels worse. But I can just have a random one night stand.
But
That's
tell me the
fine.
other bit to that rule. Where if you've slept with someone, there's no way you'll ever date them. I feel like people should know this up front.
I feel like
All coming out today.
look,
thought I knew it so well.
If we have met up and just had sex, hey, that wasn't a date. That was a booty call. I won't then go out with that person.
I wouldn't either. Not that I would see with someone on the first date.
Because I don't. But if you just met up for sex, you just met up for sex. I'm not then gonna date you.
But what if you meet up for 6 and then there's a
No, he doesn't do that, see? That's my
Okay.
point. And I feel like the other people should know this up front, because what if the other person was like, yeah, okay, we had a really good time, whatever, hanging out, wherever, we met in the club or whatever, and then, you know, then we sit together,
bueno.
and then I holler you later, but you've already decided there's no way anything can ever happen because we sit together. Do you see what I mean?
If we met at a club, we're not going home to have sex.
Standard.
Who said you had to go there home? I'm just saying, they're holding tomorrow. And
Yeah, but if they're hollering me tomorrow, we didn't have sex on that night. Because if they're hollering me tomorrow and they got my number, it's because there's a possibility of us dating, so we are not sleeping together. So that you can, this is what people with like, you can stop that situation from happening. Like, don't go to nobody's house.
No, that's
Go, sorry.
How do you ensure that you don't have a connection with someone you sleep with? How are you gonna cut it off?
he's
How
male,
do you
he
know?
can do that.
This is gonna sound so.
No, biologically
No,
you
it's
don't do
great.
that.
It's true.
We can't.
I can differentiate. Like, if we're gonna get laid, like, I'm so sorry. My
Mum's
mum
not watching
watches
this one,
We don't condone his behaviour.
Look, I very rarely will sleep with the same person twice. I am not gonna learn your name until we slept together at least 2 or 3 times. Because it's not necessary. We're not gonna see each other
Emma, what do
again.
you think
Let's
about
not
that?
play this. Let's not pretend it's something that it is. And that's just from being in situations where that did happen a lot, and I did think, oh, this is gonna go, so it's not. If you're meeting and you're banging, no one ain't trying to do nothing but bang. I know that's cynical.
Why can't you sleep with the same person? Why does it have to be random? Why does it have to be like, how many people have you slept with? Okay,
Let's not answer that
No, it doesn't because for me, like I also, oh my god, I chose the subject.
He fucked himself.
Generally, I won't kiss.
Oh yeah, but we know
Because
about
I find like that's a really intimate thing. If we've met, there are people who I've slept with multiple times, but then there are people that I know we've got to know each other, because if we sleep together again, there's gonna need to like be some kind of conversation, and it's just, and if I don't like feel you like that, I don't want that conversation. Like, I'll come, I will
But
have sex, and then
isn't-
I'm gonna go home to my yard. I don't sleep at people's houses. I don't do that because I'm not waking up into your bed next to you in your bed. I'll get up and I'll get to my bed. Sorry.
So you see, you sleep with them, and there has to be conversations. You have to be connected on some level, but conversation. So isn't that dating? Do you know what I mean? Like you hang out. Do you not hang out with them? So you sleep with them and talk during the sex and then go home, or what? Like I don't know.
No,
You see what I mean? Do you even talk to them?
You just turn up, lift each other's heads up.
Yeah, rock out, have sex, and go home.
I shall not confirm nor deny. Sex is sex. Yes, it is better when you're in a relationship and with someone. That was an interrogation for a second. No, but no, it's literally. I won't like not text. Like if I've given you my number, then
You're really lucky.
no, because I can think of a couple of people who I will like just text, but generally they're people that I've known already, and then it led to sex. So we were already having a conversation. But if I feel that vibe, then I won't sleep with you because I don't want to ruin that. I want to keep that as what it is.
Do they know this?
No, that's what I said.
This is no.
Do they need to know it?
That's what I'm saying.
I think they do.
If we're sorry, I'm sorry if I'm monopolising the conversation. I don't see why they would need to know if it's a one-night stand, because if it's a one-night stand, you both know going into it that it's a one-night stand. And if we're dating,
Yeah, but other people might have other views on that. That's my point. And if your view is that if we sleep together right now, there is no way in hell that we're doing anything ever again. and we're never going to be in a relationship, I feel like the other person
Needs to know that.
should know that going in.
The other person doesn't know that.
How do you know?
Because if you call someone up and say, do you want to come round, and then you have sex, I really feel like both parties knew that was a movie.
Yeah.
Obviously, he didn't come round and watch freaking Care Bears, did he?
Yeah, but what they didn't know
Was that meant that they would never ever be able to date
Yeah,
you?
Then stop giving up your goodies.
Stop
Yeah.
opening that cookie jar.
I'm genuinely like, and if I go around and you're like, take me, I'm like, no, I'm cool, peace. I don't like it. I don't find it sexy.
You do hear stories of people who met
yeah.
together and then they're together for the next.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but I'm saying clearly they didn't know your rules, because if they were your rules, they wouldn't be together. Do you see what I mean? So at least one of those people thought, okay, if we have sex now, this could be a relationship later. Do you see what I mean?
But they're saying that.
So there is a thing.
If the sex is whack, you gotta go, boo boo.
Yeah, but that's in any case.
Yeah,
so
The conversation leading up to the event is what
Event.
symbolizes, solidifies what's about to happen. Like, you know through talking. Like, if someone asks you for nude pictures, you kind of know
You
what
just
they're
know,
looking
don't
for.
you? You
Or
know.
if someone says, oh, do you want to go out and do this? You kind of know what they're looking for. If someone says, come over now, cool. Like, everyone gets horny. Like, yes, I'm gonna go and have sex. I'm not then gonna... Yeah, I'm just not then gonna go and like, oh, hey, how are you? No. I'm like, are you horny?
And you just know. Like, I
You
had a
just
conversation
know.
with my friend the other day. She's just started online dating for the first time. She's
Oh,
like,
it's the
you know,
worst.
sometimes these guys, like, I'm trying to have a conversation with them and they keep bringing it back to sex, and so I'm like, that's because they want sex.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
You're gonna have them two kind of. You will have the ones that want to talk about sex and want to have sex, and then you'll meet the ones that actually want to have a conversation and get to know you.
And have
you
sex.
can and have sex.
I went from trying to meet someone out of offline dating onto online dating, and it completely just put me off. So I've come back off it again, because with online dating it's so frustrating, because I want to meet someone that I can have a conversation with. You know, it's like mental stimulation does it for me personally. I find it so attractive in a man. And like when you're online, the first thing you'll get is, all right, sexy, you are, you're well sexy, and you think you just want to get you really wet. And it just, me, straight, I just switch off. I don't want to know. Sorry for the language there.
Whereas me, I've only ever been out with people who I've known for a long time.
Yeah.
So this is all like new to me. So yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say.
But in terms of that, I just do that because I'm protecting my heart, because I am very sensitive, and it's just easier for me. And generally my rule is 4 dates or a month, because I usually have a date per week, and then after that date, like...
do you not ever meet anyone and want to just see them all the time? Is that just me and my obsessive nature?
Only my friends.
No, but I mean, do you not ever meet someone and then want to hang out with them all the time and then just end up seeing them every day? Is that just me?
Like,
Okay, cool.
I'll text.
I'm not gonna lie, one guy recently I met, and I don't know, he just mentally just stimulated my mind, and it was like, oh, she's so sexy. But then the more I got to know him, the more I thought he was a bit of a muppet, to be quite honest with you. So I think it ruins the illusion of being around someone so much, because we went from talking to being around each other all the time, and then being around someone so much, it can kind of put you off them. I think you need to have that kind of balance when you're getting to know someone, but they still stimulate your mind, and like they give you butterflies.
Yeah, but then it's not really. Yeah, but isn't it better that you know that actually you've given this time and you know it's not going to work? That was a good experience, and then move on, rather than build up like a story or an air. Like if you don't have the butterflies, you don't have the air there, then why make it something it isn't, or hope that it's going to be something it isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, that's... Like, in the one date, in that first drink, you kind of know, you have a feeling.
You just know, didn't you?
And then if it's good, and you're not sure, that's what the second date is for.
You go back and just...
Yeah, like when I'm on my first date, I will casually slip in all the questions that I need answered. So I know if that person's right for me, and I know myself So I'll ask them
What
certain
kind of questions is that?
Right. No, they're like sensible questions. Like, do
No, that was a genuine question. My face
no.
doesn't work with me sometimes.
Like, would you eventually want to get married? What are you looking for out of a relationship?
Well, that's a big
Real
question
like
to
it?
ask on the
Day one.
first date.
I know. I'll ask it. I'm not saying to me. I just say like generally.
in life.
Do you want to marry me soon?
Check, please.
That's a really big question.
Sorry. The way I phrase it is, okay. What would be your ideal relationship?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
What
think
would be your ideal relationship scenario? And then I haven't placed myself in it.
Yeah,
I
but
just
what
ask
if,
them.
so if you ask me that, I could say what I'm looking for right now. Doesn't mean I don't want to eventually get married.
No, I said ideal.
Yeah,
I said
but I mean for
ideal
right now.
relation.
Yeah.
But then I'll say that someone said that, and I'm like, no, like not just like right now. Ideally,
okay.
in any circumstance, if you could have anything in the world, what would that look like?
I like that question.
And then I know what they're looking for, and if that doesn't fit in with what I'm looking for, I'll be like,
See, I think I'm a bit different. I think I'm looking for someone who I like, and then we'll make whatever it is that we want together. If that makes sense, rather than me seeing what you do. You tick the boxes? I want to get married, so let me see if you do. I want to do this, so let me see if you do. I want to do this, so let me see if you do. I've never. This is probably why I don't date, but I've never done that. If I find someone I like, then we'll work it out together if we want to be together, and we'll make what we want.
But then I fully agree with that. But then it gets to the point that if you really want to get married, but you like them, but they don't want to get married.
Yeah.
If you want to have children and you like them, but they don't want to have children,
Doesn't make or break
but
things.
then you've stayed there, you've gotten attached, and then you get to a point where, oh, this really isn't going to work out because you just need to know what your deal breakers are.
Yeah.
And then like those are the questions that I'll ask. Like
So
I went out with
do you
someone.
really want to get married? Is that important to you?
I did and I do, and it was.
Can I be a bridesmaid?
Have we already decided that we're going to be there? And Mama as well.
The way I said it, I don't mind now if I don't get married because you don't need to be married. My mum wasn't, and like I was cool. But I'm not going to have a child with you if you don't get married because if you can't commit to me, I can't
Commit to having a
I
child.
can't commit to having a child with you. I can have a child by myself. Like that's not an issue for me. But if you want to have children and start a family, we need to be married because I need to know that you're in this with me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay, I hear you.
Do agree with